Utah used to be a huge rival growing up, so not a fan by any stretch, but I am really looking forward to seeing how things pan out for the Utes. They really impressed me. Wyoming had upsets recently over Texas Tech and Missouri and Laramie, and you kind of got that feeling when it was only 3-0 at halftime last Saturday night. But, they really flexed their muscles in the second half, scored on all 4 possessions. And, then you start to realize, all right, they missed 3 field goals in the first half. They had a million penalties. They turned the ball over inside the 10-yard line. That game could have got out of hand in a hurry. And that's not taking anything away from Wyoming's defense. They played really well. But I just think Utah's physicality, they're on a whole new level. And I'm really looking forward to seeing I wouldn't be surprised if they just absolutely lay waste to Texas Tech this Saturday in Salt Lake.
Oh my gosh, I know, and that is one of the hardest places to play. Up there in Salt Lake at Utah is no joke. It is a place, in the Pac-12, right? When they were there, and you would have these teams going in there, it was like you're running into a buzzsaw at this point. USC ran into it a handful of times there with Caleb Williams, right? Like that one year, and then every year it just seemed like they were, that was dominating at home wherever it is. In Colorado, they have to go to Utah. I already had that picked as a loss, and now with the recent struggles, it's like, oh man, this is hopefully it doesn't get out of hand early. So
their physicality is just on a different level, especially in the Pac-12 back then against all these finesse schools and stuff. They are so tough, and to me, it really pains my Wyoming soul to say this, but to me, it looks like BYU is one of the only teams in the Big 12 that could even dream of hanging with Utah because of their physicality. So those two teams are really good, and I feel like they're on a collision course, and I kind of wish that game was the final game of the year and not in mid-October.
Right. And, right. And I think I'm right there with you, based off how the other schools look right now, and Colorado being one of them. BYU is always with Kalani Sitake. Man, they are so well coached every year, and they are always good in the trenches, always tough as nails, And again, it wouldn't shock me if they get a rematch at the end of the year, because Kansas State was supposed to be one we were supposed to be on the lookout for. Arizona State, they lost at Mississippi State a couple weeks back. So it is I think I'm right there with you, Cody, on that as well. BYU and Utah, that is what it looks like right now.